Oh, just drink it in. Look at this. Hello, Munch here, and welcome to Season 4 of the FM West Ham Save. We are about halfway through the season, the 20 game mark, and we are 7 points clear at the top of the table from Arsenal. Tottenham, we are 8 points clear of them, and Chelsea, we are 11. We bottled it last year. I've got a funny feeling this year is going to be a little bit different. And that is because the form is unreal. Since you last met us in our triple header against Tottenham, City and Barcelona, we have won every single game. So it's 6 games on the trot. In the Premier League, that's 7 Premier League games we've won in a row. We haven't lost since the 28th of October against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup, and the last time we lost, and the only time we've lost in the Premier League, was that game against Southampton back in the 17th of October. Since then, we are unbeaten. It has been quite the run, and there have also been additions to the team, and maybe some more on the way. So we'll start with the outs. Most notable, we all knew it was coming. Johnny has gone to Atletico Madrid for a quite low £16.5 million. A bit disappointed in the value, but that was the highest I could get out of Atletico Madrid. They weren't willing to go any higher, and I'd rather have taken the money and ran than have not had it at all and had an unhappy player in the camp. He was very good for us, let's not deny it, and I think he thinks that he's going somewhere better in Atletico Madrid. I am not so sure, considering the form we've had since Kenny Tete has come in, that he was even going to get him back in the team again, to be honest. Another notable absence is that of Thorgan Hazard, who has gone to Bournemouth. This one hurt a little bit. Obviously, one of the first players I brought in back in Season 1, a veteran of the side, just wasn't getting enough game time, was getting unhappy, and he was a very influential member of the team, so I couldn't risk him upsetting everyone else. It is gutting, you know. Thorgan and I have been through so much. We've all been through so much with him. He's been there for the good times and the bad, and I will miss him. He's been one hell of a player for me. It was just time to let go. So here come the ins, and the first of which is Abdou Diallo, a bit of a mixture of a centre-back and a left-back from Marseille. Signed for £17.5 million. He's decent, he's not brilliant, he will do the job. He is, very much another utility defender. There are very few really good ones on the market that I can get at the moment. Until we've grown our Champions League pedigree, I can't really improve the defence that much in terms of the centre-backs or the wing-backs. Everyone is way too expensive and aren't interested. I went for Juan Bernat, who was transfer listed by Real Madrid. He wanted 250 grand a week. I can't afford that and be able to strengthen everywhere else in the team. So that was a no-go. Bit disappointed it didn't happen. I was looking forward to having Bernat. Diallo will do as a nice replacement. The fact that he can play left-back, right-back or centre-back, and I'm training him to play left wing-back, is pretty good. The first signing we've actually made of the window is a young player called James Cardona. He's now away at VV Venlo because naturally, you know me, I like to buy players that need a work permit. I'm actually quite hopeful we're going to get him in because he could be the next Falcao. James Cardona, Colombian, 19 years old, absolutely rapid, quite strong, brilliant technicals. This guy could be whatever he wants to be. Potential ability starts at 3.5 star, but I think it's going to be more. It's more likely to be the 4.5. He's very well suited to club champion to championship level football, so it's a pretty good starting point to get to. The last time I brought in a young striker from the South America, it was Brenner, so let's hope. I'm not so sure on this one. Ignacio Rodriguez, bought him in from Oviedo, looked to be quite talented. When he got here now, he's only got a potential of 3 stars. And now my 2 biggest signings, and look at this. Michael Albeck, 21-year-old Danish, ranked as 23 million. We bought him for 10. Look at the stats on him. Look at him. Central midfielder. He can play anywhere. He can play defensive midfielder or central midfielder, attacking midfielder. A wide range of different roles. I just look at it like a technique 17, passing 17. He's going to be the guy that maybe will finally be able to let us dominate possession. Physically very strong, 15 for acceleration, agility 17, pace 16, stamina 16, strength 16. 14, teamwork 16, off the ball 16. Not very flair, not got that much in the way of trickery, but decision 16. He's very composed, very clinical. Reminds me a lot of Christian Eriksen. This could be probably one of the best signings that we're going to make all series. He may only be in here sort of like the mid to latter part of it, but I'm hoping anyway. But this guy, amazing. Wait until you see the next one. I bring you Constantine Susiu. 19-year-old Romanian attacking midfielder, can play on the left, anywhere on there, and again in the centre of the park. Look at these physicals. 17 acceleration, 18 agility, 18 balance, 16 pace, 15 stamina, 13 strength, vision 15, decisions 15, first touch 18, technique 14. His passing will get better, the rest of it will come with time. We have made 2 brilliant signings in the midfield, and it's now probably the strongest area on the pitch, maybe with the exception of Arp and Brenner up front, but we have so much more depth now in the midfield. It's unreal. Some pretty successful business, I'd like to think there. I'll quickly run through the fixtures since we had that game against Barcelona, and obviously we know about the 4-0 win against Brighton. We won 3-0 away at Bournemouth. That was a pretty impressive result. Fiat Arp got 2, Kenneth Brenner got 1. Brenner then got the winning goal and a 1-0 win at home to Watford. And then another 1-0 win at home. We weren't really banging them in, but we were just getting the job done. The more important thing there is 4 clean sheets in a row, something that I didn't think was going to be possible for us for quite a while. We got a really crucial away win at West Brom. Me and Alan Pardew had been having a serious war of words before the game. We came from behind because West Brom took the lead. Loftus-Cheek volleyed in at the equaliser, and then in the 93rd minute, Kenneth Brenner went in on goal, scored an absolute beauty. We then smashed Arsenal 4-2 in the FA Cup third round. Moise Keane with a hat-trick there, and Kenneth Brenner getting a goal. Fiat Arp got a complete rest, which is just great to see. And today it is a double London derby day. We've got Crystal Palace at home to start with, and then a big game against Chelsea to follow that up. And without further ado, we can just crack into that. You'll notice that James Milner is now playing at left back. The reason, left wing back. Sorry, the reason for that being is that Tymon and Raboko are both injured, and Diallo is not used to playing the role yet. So I don't really want to throw him in at the deep end and make it difficult for him. So we're going to leave him as he is. The lineup can change quite rapidly now. We've got a bit of a mixture of different players now compared to what we're used to. You've still got the general back three, Paul Lopez in goal with Felix Oxford and De Ligt in front of him. Milner is at left back today. Kenny Tesse still at right back. Emre Can as the ball-winning midfielder in midfield alongside Albeck, who is playing as our deep line playmaker. I have decided to keep Moise Keane in there simply because Arp's gone slightly off the boil and Moise Keane is fresh off a hat-trick against Arsenal, so it's not really fair for me to then not play him. Kenneth Brenner retains his position up from Keane, obviously Loftus-Cheek in behind. Crystal Palace team doesn't look really any different compared to what it did on the opening day of the season. Carter Vickers is probably the only change. I don't remember him playing against us on the opening day. The bench now is so much stronger when you look at that. You've got Toussaint, Herrick. Oh, hang on. A corner's been whipped in. De Ligt all the way to the back post to Felix. Plays it back in. De Ligt 1-0. The defenders combining. Centre backs in the opposition's box. Lovely. Why not? That's brilliant to see. There's a good ball in by Brenner. De Ligt flicked it on to Felix to set himself up, and then Felix, lovely square ball back. Great composure in the middle to find De Ligt, and he tucks it away nicely. 1-0. Good start. I'm beginning to wonder how long we can keep this form going. I've never really had a run like this in Football Manager in quite a while. Definitely not at Premier League level anyway. The team isn't even full of superstars. We're just a really well-oiled machine right now. And Jimmy Milner makes a great tackle on Zaha. They're showing all his experiences to Jim. Great utility player. This is why I have him. Back to Olbeck, who's dictating play nicely here. Chan, also probably making one of his first appearances on camera, considering he's been injured most of the time this season. Good ball in from Tete. Jimmy Milner to Brenner. It's 2-0. What a goal. We're playing so well at the moment. And Jimmy Milner, I'll bring him in for probably his second, third appearance of the season. Got an assist. Quality player. Can't deny that Jim is quality. It was a lovely ball outside. Kenny Tete ran with it nicely. Great ball in. Composure from Milner there to find Brenner's brilliant. Nick Pope does not cover himself in glory, it's fair to say. Lars Bender on the ball. Trying to get away from Loftus-Cheek. Obviously playing against one of his former clubs today. Zaha wins the header, but he's not gone away with it. Keane's in round the back from a lovely ball over the top. I see Brenner already, so I know where this is going. Bang! Oh my god, he's missed. Oh, Kenneth! As Brenner whips the ball into Felix, he's not quite won the header, but it falls to Olbeck. Absolutely dominating the game today. Lovely little cut back to Felix. Again, a wonderful pass. Loftus-Cheek hits the post. We could easily be 4-0 up here. Welbeck tries to thread it through. Great header out by Felix. Even his headers reach his man. Arp's just absolutely turned his bloke inside out there. He plays it to Brenner. Brenner's obviously going to be through on goal. Hits it. It's 3. Great goal. Arp, Brenner back together. Back scoring. Love it. We've just got so much talent going forward. So much talent going forward. It is unreal. Unreal. It looks like we have a highlight here. It's not following on, I don't think, from the substitutions, so this could be a genuine highlight. And Loftus-Cheek's yet to come off yet, so the subs are yet to go through. Kenny Tate whips a ball in. It's gone to Arp. It's 4. What a goal. What a play. What a man. This is too easy. I've heard like that the 5-2-3 formation can actually sort of hack the game, but it's not really a 5-2-3. It's a 5-2-1-2, so I'm not too sure if it's the same thing. Apparently it's a great header there. Apparently it's like the block of 3. If you have the 2 blocks of 3 in your formation, it kind of, the game engine can't handle it. I mean, that's what I've read. Either that or it's just the OP formation. Every year in Football Manager there's always an OP formation. Usually in this one it is the 5-2-3, so 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, 2 midfielders, and then just 3 people up top. R1 is slightly different because obviously we have the attacking playmaker, but maybe it's not too dissimilar, and therefore it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm doing that because that would make me feel a bit bad. We're taking away all my credit, and I don't like that. It's been a really poor performance from Palace's point of view, you have to say. They've not really offered a lot. 3 shots is not brilliant, but it just goes to show how dominant we are at the moment. Just no one can really get near us, and that's the final whistle. A 4-0 win to start the episode. Whew, I can smell that title. Turns out that we've actually earned 4.5 million from the Timo Horn deal that we sent to Dortmund because he's finally made 50 appearances. I wonder how he's getting on. He's conceded 26 in 18 games. 61 in 50 overall, so not sure you're really doing much better, are you, Timo? We've also had a load of offers come in for El Masani. I am going to just accept all the offers. I would like to send him away and get him some first team. I was hoping to give him more first team football this year. It's just not really happened. He can't get in, mainly because we're not playing wingers. Even Moise Keane and people like that are struggling to get in, so he hasn't really got much of a chance. Just hashtag greens. Look at that everywhere. I love it. Chelsea's up next. I shall see you there. Another sale is going on, which is that Manuel Lanzini, another one of the originals, is moving to Everton. He's been a bit angry at me because of his lack of first team football, and now with the arrival of Sissou, I think it's time to say goodbye. £23 million is not a bad deal. He is going to Everton, which is not ideal either. But he's been a brilliant servant in that second season where he won Player of the Year. I salute you, Manuel. You've carried us on many an occasion. I'm going to miss him quite a lot. I'm going to make a parting comment to him and say you've been a fantastic servant to the club. You're welcome back anytime. And he said he'd love to come back one day, and I've really helped him improve his game. Nice and amicable, that's how we like it. No hard feelings. So Lanzini goes, and that leaves us with £34 million still in the coffers to use, and a wage budget of 383. Juan Bernat may not be... Ooh. Bear with me a minute. Juan Bernat. We go again, Juan. We bid £22.5 million and eye-watering 40% percentage of the profit from the next sale. Hopefully, because I'm feeling with the way that we're progressing that this save isn't going to go on for much longer. Maybe another 2 or 3 seasons if we carry on at this rate. I think that we might be able to get this done, and that we'll never see that 40% again. So that would be very, very exciting. The signing on fees are a bit ridiculous though. So we're going to go 8 and 8, and we're going to knock his wage down to 170. I'm going to stick at 170. He takes 170. There's plenty of room left in the coffers. Hopefully, Juan Bernat will come there, and that might be the final piece of the jigsaw to the puzzle. Jigsaw to the puzzle? I should have just stopped. He will be the final piece of the jigsaw. There you go. So, we're here the day of the London Derby, the second one, against Chelsea. They are 4th in the table, going quite nicely in the league, but we're not going too badly ourselves. Top and absolutely flying. We are favourites of the game. It's been a long time since I saw that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Moise Keane off, but retain the rest of the same starting lineup. It'll be a good test for Jimmy Milner. He'll be up against Willian, who constantly is a pain in my ass on this game. But other than that, I think we're in such a good vein of form, there's no need to change it. Part of me obviously wants to give Constantine Sissou a start, but at the same time, the romantic side of me wants Ruben Loftus-Cheek to come back and absolutely stuff Chelsea, because I really, really rate him as a player, and obviously whoever is in control at Stamford Bridge does not, and that is their loss. So Chelsea lineup with Courtois in goal, Aspilicueta, Christensen, Audette. Who's Audette? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're quite good, aren't you? Yes, you are. And then Semedo right back, Kante, Kovacic, Hazard, Lamar, Willian, Elphick. Elphick? No, Elphick. Tommy Elphick up front. No, Stick. Patrick Stick from Roma. Tommy Elphick. So the media are giving us a lot of credit. That didn't go down. Normally the media one gives them a real boost, but we've managed to save it with our usual "I have faith in you" team talk. We never make specific instructions for Willian. Maybe that's part of the problem. I've got a bad feeling we might lose this one, but we are in such good form that maybe I'm being a bit too pessimistic. The home form actually means a lot to me in every football game. I love to be really good at home, so if we lose this, and especially if we lose it to our rivals Chelsea, I'm going to get really upset. There's no getting around it. I'm going to be quite upset for a little while. 10 minutes in, and we haven't started with our usual gusto. Chelsea have been really at it from the start. Kovacic here, he's got the ball in the edge of our area, and now so does Willian. Do not let him shoot. Brilliant play from Emre-Can. He's nicked that ball, and you know what this means? It's counter time. Emre just absolutely darts forward with the ball, plays it to Brenner. He's got the pace to trouble anybody if he can just get away from his man. He hasn't. He's been tackled by Kante, probably the only player that in the league that can actually get near him. Hazard whips the ball out wide to Willian. Great interception from Jimmy Milner. The pace of the 34-year-old, whatever the hell he is now. Word to Stick. Stick. It's Schick. Patrick Schick. Not Stick. Lamar to Hazard. Chelsea are really on the offensive here and looking really dangerous. Hazard glides past at least 3 players. Schick. Great save by Paul Lopez. We are in a little bit of trouble, and there's yet another highlight, and we're just giving the ball away too much for my liking. The possession keeping that we've been doing a lot more in recent games seems to have gone out the window. Loftus-Cheek, good ball round the corner to Brenner. Brenner, this has got Art written all over it. It's Art, it's hit the post, it's gone in! Get in! It's lucky. Don't care. Fiat Art gets his 30th of the season. Keita did brilliant to keep the ball in. It was a nice play from Albeck as well. The no-look pass to Loftus-Cheek, that's the ball there though, the one that gets you in behind. And when we're in behind, that's it. Courtois was a bit late diving, and he ends up sort of heading it into his own net. Great goalkeeping. The half is flying by now. There have been no highlights since the goal. We're not even shut up shop. We're still on attacking. I just feel like we've just maybe got a little bit more of a grasp on the game. We're controlling the ball a bit more and keeping possession a bit more. We had a poor start, but we've grown into it and we've gotten better as it's gone on. I'm going to give Loftus-Cheek a little bit more of a go. But he's not been the most impressive. Neither is Emre-Can, to be fair. He's playing at 6.5, so Toussaint may have to come on, make an appearance, and just shore things up a little bit. Emre's maybe a bit too dynamic, as Jimmy Milner makes a slide tackle on Willian, and every time he does that, I'm going to sort of panic a little inside. So Jimmy Milner is going to come off, and Diallo is going to come on. I also think I'm going to take Emre-Can off, and Toussaint is going to come on to that ball-winning midfielder role. That is his preferred role actually in the team, and he's been very good. Been out for a few games while Emre's come back. Hopefully he'll give us a reason to start him over Emre. It's nice to have the competition for places. As Loftus-Cheek chips a ball in, looking for Brenner, but not quite. That's lovely. Great play out wide from Loftus-Cheek to find Tete, who's having a very good game. It's gone to the back post up. He teases it to Loftus-Cheek. Of course he scores against his old team. I love that. I rate that immensely highly. Get in. Well done, Ruben. Shut them up. Love him. Love him. In real life and in this game, I think Loftus-Cheek has been exceptional. Very underrated footballer. There's a good ball in from Tete. Oh, it's brilliant to head it back. And left foot, right foot, doesn't matter when it's Loftus-Cheek. It usually ends up in the back of the net, and he enjoys that. You can tell he enjoyed that. I enjoyed it too, mate. Well done. What a goal. Matthias Delirt's got an injury. It doesn't look good. It's a potential groin injury is never good. Actually, that could keep him out for quite a while. That's a really big blow. Sisto's going to come on at left wing, and Tony Tete is going to become a defensive winger out on the right hand side. I'm a little concerned now. This is bad news. Great ball around the back from Sisto to Arp. It's a penalty, surely. Yeah, no, he has given the pen. I had a feeling it was a pen. And now Kenneth Brenner takes the kick for 3-0. That's the second pen he's missed in a row. Concerning. 2 minutes to go. There is a highlight. I'm hoping it's for a third West Ham goal and not for a Chelsea one. I don't really want the nerves of a nervous finish. To Lamar, great ball from Lamar to Morata. Superb tackle from Kenny Teke, and It's a classic FM goal. It was a brilliant tackle, and obviously it's an assist for Willian. Just come on now. And Willian scores against me again. I smell danger. Lamar Kante. He's just hit that right. It whistles wide of the post. Only 5 seconds to go. It's been a lot more nervy than I hoped it would be, as Lamar goes down the left wing. What a tackle from Kenny Tete, but it's gone out for a choke. Oh, it's gone out for one of our throws as well. Kenny Tete, I love you so much. And that is full time. A 2-1 win. A bit nip and tuck, a bit squeaky bum, but we got there. Kenneth Brenner playing at 5.8, not good enough. So we finished the episode 8 points clear at the top of the table from Spurs. Still only 1 defeat in 22 games. That is not bad. We have only dropped, how many points is that? 6, 9. It's 9. We've dropped 9 points this season. Not bad, is it really? I'm quite happy with that. Right, so what we're going to do is that I know that the United game is obviously calling out. It's a big game, but we've played them so many times in the series already. I think the best thing to do is come back for the Arsenal away game at the Emirates, and then we'll also play, because I think Arsenal are actually involved in the title race as well. Sorry, so if they're involved in the title race, that makes sense to have them in there. And then we'll have the Juventus away game in the first leg of the Champions League first knockout round. Heart to heart now, I think that I'm a little bit, I don't want to say it's too easy, but there is that side of me that's thinking that, we've won 10 games or something in a row, and more importantly is that we haven't been beaten in about 20, 21, 22. I don't know if that's because now the team is in such a good role and I've just got a better lineup, that we're just blitzing teams, and maybe that's the way. Maybe the formation's a bit OP. I've been deliberately not playing the 5-2-3 formation where you just sit back and counter, because I know that that's a very OP formation, and that's why I've gone for the 5-2-1-2, and I've been trying out different formations like the 4-1-4-1. I played that in some of these fixtures off camera as well, because I like to mix it up and get some of the wingers involved. And we're still winning, so I don't know, maybe it's just the team, I don't know. If you want me to change anything around to make it a bit more interesting, because that's what I want these saves to be, it's great, obviously, when it's going good, but not everyone wants to tune in every episode just to see you stuff people 4-0 like we did Palace, do you know what I mean? It's got to be interesting, and there's got to be a few bumps along the way. At the moment, that doesn't seem to be happening. I don't want to lose deliberately, but I'm wondering if maybe I've not made it as much of a challenge because we're just a bit OP. If we are, then that's fine. Hopefully we should win pretty much everything, and then that'll be that. We'll probably find out in the next few games. To be fair, you got Liverpool away and United. They're always quite difficult fixtures. We're still yet to win against United, so I think if we beat them, that's probably a sign that maybe we are just a team that's just so on the up at the moment. It's unreal. Let me know what you think in the comment section, or maybe I'm just being a bit daft. Maybe I'm kind of overdoing it with how great we are. We might not be as good as I think. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you next time, stay cool.